How you doing, VC? Welcome to the video. I am Glowing 00 Cabbage, otherwise known as Jeff. I talk about records and oh, Charlie's giving me the eye. That means stop. But do I stop? No. No, he's a great cat. He knows. I'm here with the Vinyl Finds video. Just got in, had a great, wonderful evening, date night out with the wife. Amy's folks came and watched Huxley for the evening. Oh, so nice. So nice to get out and just relax and drink a little bit more than one beer. So you're forewarned. I'm just joking, never that bad. But I've been buying a few records here and there. None from Turntable Guy. I will be making another trip there soon though. I made a few videos before this where I've just been scoring the most amazing jazz and jazz fusion that I was just floored to get, to be honest. I don't know, luck ebbs and flows with me, which is really nice. It's never a long drought of bad luck, which is, I wouldn't wish that upon anybody actually. But here's the records. So in the background, we're listening to Zawinul, an absolute amazing record in the sort of school of Electric Miles. Zawinul played with Miles Davis. Those who know this all know how good it is. It's and I've had it up for a long time digitally, but never in vinyl. I found this today at Second Spin, and I only paid $8 for it, and it's in a wonderful, wonderful shape. It's on the Atlantic label, and it's released a year before I was born, so 1971. That gives you an idea how old I am. That's right, I'm 41. That rhymed. Did you realize that? Anyways, Zawinul. Joel Zawinul, I think is his full name? Or Joe Zawinul? Played with Herbie Hancock. Okay, so the people who play on this album alone is Joe Zawinul and Herbie Hancock on electric pianos, George Davis on flute, Woody Shaw on trumpet, Earl Turbinton on soprano sax, Miroslav Vitos and Walter Booker on basses, and Joe Chambers, Billy Hart, and David Lee on percussion. Complete all-star, like sort of, you know, if you had an all-star team for jazz, they would all be on it. Well, I don't know about all of them, but many of them would. Herbie Hancock and Joe anyway, for sure. This is a quote on the back that I'm just going to read really quickly. If you're bored, just watch another video, but anyway, this is Miles Davis said this: Zawinul is extending the thoughts that we've both had for years, and probably the thoughts that most so-called now musicians have not yet been able to express. I've never heard Miles Davis more eloquent, actually. He's usually just like, play the motherfucker. Play like you don't know what you know. You know, it's like, he's a man of like parables. He's like the jazz Buddha. But anyway, Joe Zawinul. So happy to get this. That's what we're listening to in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud. Shout out to Big Star 1000, Fred in Australia. Long-time friend in the VC. Actually, I think the very first thing I ever sent anybody was to Fred. Sorry, I was thinking Joe Zawinul for a second, but it was to Fred. I sent a mix CD, some of my local music scene and stuff like that, a long time ago, and I did everything. It was fun, just because this is way back in the VC, and a lot of people don't know sort of the history in the VC that exists. Anyways, I did it all handmade, like all of the liner notes and little bits of information on each song and stuff. And I hadn't done that since like fucking high school or something like. But it was fun. It was fun to send to him. Anyway, and then he sent me shit. I sent him shit. Like, we've been good friends for a while. So shout out to you, Fred, because you recommended I pick this up a while back. It's a celluloid compilation that I listened to in full today with Huxley. we grooved away to it, basically. From 1979 to 1987, so that gives you an idea. It's like post-punk, the end of punk sort of thing, or well, not the end of punk, but punk and hip-hop. There was a great comic that I shared on one of the vinyl community sites, offshoots, or whatever the fuck. It was Fab Freddy being introduced to the Clash. It's kind of like, sort of the same sort of era. Excuse me, on Strut Records. I thought originally it came with a CD with bonus material, but it doesn't. It's just the actual CD. That's all I got anyway. But all kinds of wonderful information on the inside. Really cool sort of electro clash, breakdance music meets like some African music. Some like extended mixes are on here. Mano Dibango is on here. Fab Five Freddy is on here. And that shit is killer, man. I don't care what anybody says. It's like, even those like sort of bare bones, sort of breakdance era hip-hop tunes that weren't really hip-hop, but they were like electro clash, are great shit, man. Really good stuff. Highly recommend this. Celluloid Records, they put out some amazing stuff, from Fela Kuti to The Last Poets. Oh yeah, 6 minutes. Sorry. But anyways, I picked this up. This was used too. I think it was $8. It's like new though. It's like someone just took the shrink off it. Guided by Voices, Class Clown Spots a UFO. And honestly, out of all of the Guided by Voices stuff that came when the original lineup got back together, this is my favorite of them. It's really, really good. Very solid, very diverse, not just the same sort of, you know, tempos and like, not that Guided by Voices do that all the time, but it's, anyway. This is great. I mean, this is a great album, and there's the back. Robert Pollard did the artwork. I'll just show it, because I really like his stuff, actually. It's very sparse, but really, really nice. Really nice, and, I don't know, he's got this balance of his work. And this is on clear vinyl, with like these special sort of, there we go. And then on the other side it's a different sort of, or no, it's the exact same thing. There you go. I don't often show all the vinyl, but I had to show this one. It's like nice clear vinyl, very nice. So the celluloid was black vinyl. This might be a long video, and I apologize. I usually do just 10-minute videos, but I'm in a groove, so I'm just going to keep going. Okay, so I showed that. Finally picked this up. This one has been doing the rounds too, and like people showing stuff in the vinyl community and on Facebook. But Larry Coryell, Spaces. I don't know which version this is. Well, this is it's printed in the USA, but I think I heard somebody say that this was the UK artwork. Or maybe I got it wrong, maybe it's the vice versa, maybe it's the really nice psychedelic Spaces is American. But it's on the Vanguard, it's in great shape. I got this for like $6 today, I couldn't believe it. Actually, no, wait. Here's the, yeah, no, I got it for $5 at Second Spin. There we go. So, that was awesome, because I've been really wanting that. I've never heard it, and man, I listened to it earlier today. It's like, well, let me just tell you who's on it, just quickly. Larry Coryell, John McLaughlin, Chick Corea, Miroslav Vutos, and Billy Cobham. I mean, can you go wrong there? I don't think so. This is an amazing, amazing album, truly. Okay, so I showed that. I picked this up. I don't know if I showed this. If I did, I apologize, but I got this from Turntable Guy a while back. I'm not sure if I showed it. It's not the collectible cover, but it's a very, very clean copy of this album, man. It's amazing how clean this is. And I'll just show the vinyl quickly, because I'm not even sure if this is an original press or not, but I think it is. It's on this Harvest label, which I do think is an original press. And I don't really care about that. I just want the music, to be honest. I don't know. I don't plan on selling any of my great records, and I listen to this. this is all over the place. I had no idea how many different genres this album covered. It has like classical style stuff. It has like really spacey, like careful with that actually Gene is like could be released yesterday than some of these crazy bands that are putting out stuff. But anyway, I picked this up really cheap too. This was, as it says, $7. This is Kronos Quartet with White Man Sleeps. I have yet to listen to this, unfortunately. It's one of the few that I haven't gotten to. Just haven't had a chance because I can imagine it's all over the place. It's and I have to listen to that at a certain time. 1987 on Elektra. Is it Elektra? Yeah, Elektra Asylum. Kronos Quartet. Where they play music by, well, I'll just show you. They do music by Volin, Ives, what else? Hassel. I think that's John Hassel. Yeah, John Hassel. Ornette Coleman, Johnston, who's Johnston? Ben Johnston, Kevin Volin, Bella Bartok, John Hassel, Charles Ives, and Kevin Volin. Anyway, for $7 I could not pass them up. Also, shout out to Tony Amuro, Mr. Fartboy 79, one of the best ever. I mean, I think there's not that many people in the BC that would disagree with me here. Right up there with like Earl of Suave and like Big Star 1000. Like, I just mean like in picking names, like names that I like. But Mr. Fartboy 79, that's one of the best. You'll know why I shout you out here. I got a really, really clean, the cleanest I've ever seen. Ooh, that rhymed too. Who am I? Like Cat in the Hat? Dr. Seuss? I don't know. $6. $6 for a very, very clean, with the original artwork, Harvest, with, oh jeez, I almost ripped it. Wouldn't that have been a great in the video? Almost opened it the wrong way. With the lyric sheet, so super cool. And Charlie wants to, every time I put a record down, he wants to lay on it. On the original Reprise. Oh, so happy to have this. Oh man, I love this album so much. I had a party once when I was in high school, and a friend of mine was doing some crazy psychedelics, and he listened to this on repeat. Like, you know how you can put a CD on repeat? He put this on repeat, and I woke up to it, and I swear I had this song playing in my dreams and stuff, and it was just, it was crazy. It just has a very nostalgic feel, this album, for some reason. Okay, so there's that. And at the same hall, Tony, Mr. Fartboy 79, I picked up this for $8. On the road, or sorry, on the beach. I was talking about Kerouac tonight, it's funny. But with the original, I think it's an original. Dr. Deadwax kind of, you know, let me think that this was an original anyways, because it has the, oh yeah, it has the inner is like wallpaper kind of thing, so, which is really cool. I mean, I'm happy because I love these both these albums. I've heard digitally for the longest time, but it's so nice to have that. 13 minutes, I'm not doing too bad because I'm almost done. This is a killer album. This is like bridges from like rock and roll, like sort of fast-paced, sort of George Thorogood kind of rock and roll, to punk. It's that nether region in between those two genres, and that's Eddie and the Hot Rods. I picked this up kind of cheap too. This is the $1.99. I just like, I've heard of these guys, but I never really listened to this album, and I shit you not, this is fucking killer album. These guys could play, man. These guys had it down, like, and a lot of these tunes sort of, you know, lean towards the punk aspect of things. Amazing album, amazing album. You know who I think would really like this is Earl of Suave, Jimmy. You would really like this album, man. Because I know it would be one where you would just sort of turn the volume up and just rock right out to it, because it's fucking good. If you don't know this, check it out. It's released on Island in, I don't know, some year, sometime, somewhere. I don't know. But this is cool. I wanna put feelers out to everybody watching this video who happens to watch it. What the hell is this? Is this a record company? Is this a record store? Because I was told that a while back, record stores would actually get custom sleeves built where they would like sort of put their name of the record store on the sleeves, and then every record they sold, they would put it in this along with the original sleeve. So, I mean, this is interesting because Kelly's, I have no idea what that is because there's nothing on the record or anything about it. So, let me know if anybody knows what that is because I'm curious as all hell. Eddie and the Hot Rods. And the album's called Teenage Depression, which is a great tune on the album. Alright. Last record, and then I have some kind of promo art that I like to show. This is by a French artist that I took a chance on. I didn't really know much about this. I don't know, like, we're a bilingual province, New Brunswick, where I live, but I'm not very well versed in French, so I don't understand what this guy's singing about. But this is Donald Lautrec, who is a famous, so I read on Wikipedia, is a famous Quebec-based singer, songwriter. Now I didn't know what to expect with this, so I took a chance. It was only $2. So I mean, I saw this as a cover, and I saw that as a back, and I was like, oh, what's that? Is it a children's album? I opened it up, and then I see this cool cat, almost ravine-like looking motherfucker, and standing there in the... Anyway, so I took a chance. I thought, oh, maybe this is some Quebec prog that everybody really likes to rave about, but I listened to Le Soleil et Paty on YouTube, and I wasn't really a huge fan, so I haven't really listened to the entire album yet. But it's on a label I've never seen. It's on Trans World. So if anybody really wants this or needs it and wants to do a trade, let me know, because we'll probably work something out. Yeah, so it's called Fluffy, by the way, the album. It's called Fluffy. And so I was at Second Spin today with Huxley after I got the rust check done on the Subaru. And he's like, hey, we got some promo stuff on. You want this? And I'm like, yeah, that's beautiful art. This is Smashing Pumpkins. It must be a forthcoming album called The Airplane Flies High. But so check that out. It almost looks like it's a screen print, but they had like 20 of them. So he's like, hey, do you want one? I'm like, yeah, that's amazing, man. Put that up in the man cave if I ever end up having one. Man cave. Oh man, who came up with that? Anyways, record's over, video's over. Thanks for watching. Final finds, glowing 00 cabbage.